With 3 cards in hand, I'm pretty sure I'm just dead here, but we're gonna see what we can do. Okay, that makes things a little better. We definitely have to clear the board first before we do anything. Could really use a path here. That'll do. Let's see. So good cards in this matchup. 2, 4, 6, 7. So we definitely... Did we shave all of those? I don't even know. Reflector Mage is really good here. Lone Missionary is good. The combo is good. Thankfully, they don't really know what we're doing yet, so I'll probably shave one of those. Yeah, I don't think we keep those in. I think we do that. We might just keep the Flicker Wisps in over the Pilgrim's Eyes, actually, I think, because they can trade. And we can pretty reliably get to 4 without having to dig with the Pilgrim's Eyes or anything. We're not looking to enable the Emeria. We just want to survive and then hopefully combo off, I think. Okay. We have a Path, a Thirst, a D-Sphere. Yeah, we'll keep it. Our opponent's gone to 6. Okay. So we can deal with that. Definitely take care of the Nacatl, because we definitely want to see lands, and this is going to get bigger. Lone Missionary, and that can trade with Goblin Guide. Perfect. I don't know that I like giving them a land, but it's better than taking that damage. interesting. I think we can pretty much just chill. We don't really need to get rid of the Eidolon yet. Mana's being a little uncooperative now. So I think we just hold up. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yay, a land. Finally. Yeah, those mismatched mountains. I don't think I've ever seen this other one before. But yeah, this one's pretty sweet. Okay, one of these swords is gonna have to go in the garbage here in a second. Can't really do anything with these spheres. So I guess we'll just hold up to spell. And then if they don't main phase anything crazy, then I'm just gonna end step thirst. Try to find a little more action. I'm assuming I get some damage. Oh, okay. Wow. The rips are not real. We definitely bin one of the swords, though. Bye-bye. And then I think we're just going to drop the wall, try to get another land. Come on, land. Worst comes to worst, we can ghost quarter one of our ghost quarters to path or dispel if need be. Survey says maybe a land, hopefully a land. No, not really a land there. Phantasmal image would help dig us deeper, which I think is what we want to do. We have path for Monastery Switch Spear, so Detention Sphere is not really needed. So I think we're going to discard one of the spheres. We've drawn all 4 paths. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, that's what I'm expecting. Just like, I'm surprised he hasn't gone for any end step things. Unless it's like full of Skullcrack type effects. Which, honestly, against blue-white, seems pretty reasonable to just kind of wait for life gain. What you shooting down here? Nothing. Okay. So, if our Wall of Omens dies, that makes this phantasmal image far worse. Block here. See if we draw out like a bolt or something. Opponent goes in the tank. Oh, or not. Interesting. Okay, so we have an answer for that. That's fine. And we have another wall. Well, I'd rather not take 4 damage off the Eidolon, so I think we're just gonna path that. At this point, they're at 4 mana, so main phase pathing I don't think will make a difference, and we'd rather not discard this turn. Only 2 mountains in the deck. Okay. The burn list I had put together had 3, I think. Another land? I would love a land. There we go. Okay. so I think next turn it's Phantasmal Image, copy wall. Perhaps we could play out the Sword of the Meek. Realistically should have blocked the guide, but whatever. With 4 cards in hand, the ceiling on Monastery Swiftspear is kinda high. I think I like this play a little bit more. You can only have one Skullcrack effect this turn, and we have the Dispel for it, so make them use it, and then pop it off. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, this is game 2. Here we go. A little safer feeling. Okay. Thank you, Dispel City. You're pretty safe right now. We could further that by playing an image on Lone Missionary, or we could try to close out the game. I think we want to try to close out the game. So we're going to play Sword of the Meek here. Okay, that's what's going on. Revelry, deal 2. They have 3 cards left after that. Think we just let it happen? Actually going for Missionary here. To not fire off in response. I'm gonna say they just have like Revelries in hand. I'm gonna tap out. Probably super sketchy, but we'll find out the hard way. Yeah, it's probable they just drew a bunch of Revelries, depending on how many they brought in. I'm glad I tapped out because I couldn't counter that anyway. Okay. Let's get in with 2 of these missionaries. Wow. Interesting. Yeah, I've just gotten too far at this point. Stuck on white mana too. Don't have anything on end step. We're also a little stumped on white mana, but it's definitely been worse before. We're just gonna swing with Lone Missionary, try to dig a little deeper with this Thirst. Rift Bolt is fine. Two cards. We're gonna pitch a Sphere. I think Ghost Quarter is actually fine to pitch. 4 is a sweet spot, and we hit our second plane, so. Hit another plains. And Flicker Wisp presents a nice clock here. Get in with Missionary. Right. Reveler is so good. Yeah, we'll just hit this. Yeah, that happens. Not much I can do there. Now that I think of it, I think I may start Ghost Quartering him. With all this mana I have. Holy cow. Yeah, super don't need these quarters. Make my Spell Pierce good again. Well, we need to close out the game. I think we're gonna do something a little weird here. I'm gonna play this out, and on end step, we're gonna sacrifice it to trigger these Swords of the Meek. Get them both in play and start swinging for 3 up top, because we can protect it pretty well at this point. Yeah, I was thinking about that afterwards. I'm like, I guess I probably should have done that instead. Well, we're gonna do this. Why not? Suit up. Play protect the queen here. There we go. Yeah, I think we keep everything the same. Got a little clogged on mana, but not too bad. We were still able to interact enough, so I don't think we changed much. So not only is the opponent fighting our life total, they're also fighting their clock. Ugh. I think we can find a better hand on the draw with a scry. Like, we have Dispel, but that's literally all we have. Wall of Omens is definitely a good start. It's definitely part of where we want to be. Supreme Verdict is also okay. And we have the mana to cast it. Yeah, we'll try. See what's up top. Our opponent mulls to 5? Resto, we're gonna put on bottom, I think. Yeah, because we just want interaction more than anything. Did he keep a no-land hand? What? Huh. That's fine. Lead with a wall. And this is why I bought him the resto, because these are the things we want to see. Resto's good, but not at this point in the game. Now, if we can get them to flood their creatures out onto the board and then follow up with Verdict, we're going to be in a perfect position. I do like me a Reflector Mage. Can't cast Nicatl. So here, I think we play the Thopter Foundry and leave up interaction. And swing in with Reflector Mage, actually. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, have you not heard of Reflector Mage before? That's a pretty good card. That's fine. I mean, I don't think I even want to give them the path mana. I think we're just gonna stick to blocking here. Okay, now I worry a lot less about pathing. However, I think we just Verdict. Because that avoids the damage of the Eidolon. It also avoids ramping them. I mean, they're definitely pinched on mana, so... I'm gonna find a fountain, tapped. D-Sphere is also good. 2, 4, 5, 6. Definitely missed a free attack there. On their end step, I was like, remember to attack, and then just lose it completely. Great. Goblin Guide. See what the guide has to say.
Sword of the Meek. Awesome. We're just gonna take that. I fear that if they go second main, play a land, and try to Destructive Revelry this, after we've pathed with this, then we'll have to shuffle away the sword. And we're ahead enough right now where we're not too concerned about the 2 life, because we're about to assemble the combo anyway. I mean, it's a very niche thing that could occur, but I'd rather play around it if I can. You have 2 basics. I think I'm just gonna fetch now so nothing weird happens. Get a Prairie Stream. Welcome in the chat. So the Thopter will be big enough to block the Goblin Guide and not even trade, just like kill it if he decides to attack. So we're fine on that regard. We don't really need to path anything. So we can leave up mana for Dispel here and just start gaining life every end step. I don't know what they could do at this point. But I mean, they don't know that we have Dispel, so if they have Revelry, it's reasonable to pick a point to fight over this. Like, I think now would be a good time if you're not expecting Dispel. But let's not. Let's super not. Our opponent really needs to start watching their clock. Like, I don't think it's his life gain that's gonna kill him. That's an interesting list there. I like it. Portugal. Okay. That's fine. I would love to return this. Look, a backup foundry. Go. Oh, okay, I guess we're leaving one back to block. Was not aware. That's what happens when my mouse likes to double click on things. I took a burn deck to time, basically. That's weird. Okay, next match. Yeah, Jeskai Thopter Sword. I definitely like it. It's good to see that Model the Mixture made it into the list. Like, there was definitely a lot of conflicting opinions on whether to keep it in or not, whether it was a good strategy or not. Um, I feel like when I was playing Jerry Thompson's Thopter Sword Gifts deck, Muddle the Mixture, when I was playing against like Infect, I'm like, I always want Muddle the Mixture. I don't even want the combo. I just want to be able to counter all of your Become Immenses, and life was good. Life was very good against Infect. Right? The cattle's just too slow. You just gotta like get in there when you can. I mean, the cattle's good, but like just not in that shell right now. Especially with Jund being on top of the meta right now, I feel like it's pretty much saying, "Hey, Jund, here's some pieces you can interact with a little better. Have fun with that." I mean, Magical Christmas Land is great when you can attack his command, do 3 damage, and then +1/+1 your team, and you have like 5 damage off from that. But if you're doing that, you're probably playing the Burning Tree list with like Bushwhackers. So it's kind of like a completely different deck. That Burning Tree list, though, is ridiculous. Some of the draws they get are just like, there's no way you can possibly win. Unless you have like main deck Flaying Tendrils or something of that effect, or like Pyroclasm. It's like, turn 2, I play 3 Cattles into a Bushwhacker. Have fun. Yeah, exactly. Aww, our opponent didn't hit join. Sad day. But yeah, anytime I see like a Nacatl in burn versus like I don't know what burn spell they even replace. I don't know if they like shave on lava spikes or rift bolts or something, but it's like, oh sweet, I can kill that. I can't kill a lava spike. Nintendo, why you blowing up my Twitter? You've posted like I don't know, 30 things in the past half hour or so. Oh yeah, also if you guys want to follow me on Twitter or anything, it's a good way to keep up with me to see like if I have to cancel a day or anything. Because there have been times in the past where it's like something comes up, I can't come on to stream, and then it's like I don't really have any way to get in touch with you guys to let you know. I don't know if you guys like want to know or not, but um, let's see. If you guys did want to follow me on Twitter, it is at Severed Affect with an A, so SEVEREDAFFECT. Um, and I'll post little things from time to time, like I just put up the art for the new Chandra, which looks amazing. I don't know if any of you have seen it or not. Um, let's see. Chandra. Torch of Defiance, that's the one. The art is absolutely nuts. Like, holy cow. New genre. Clearly going to be OP. Okay, I see. Hopefully she is as good as the newest genre has been. Like, I know she's not seeing a ton of play right now, but after she did start seeing play, people are actually like, wow, this is actually an insane walker. But yeah, pretty stoked. So if you guys want to follow me on there, then I can give you guys updates if I have to cancel a day or just like sweet new information. Spoilers if I see it in time. Um, cat magnet. Amazing. Let's see. Okay, I'm not missing anything here. Price has been a little weird the past week. We had some spikes between engineered through the breach. Um, Bridge from below is still going up. Just in one day, it's gone up about almost $3. Getting there. Bobble is still going up at $30 per bobble. I do not know. It's it's just gross. Oh, Linvala, you're coming down a little bit. Good to know. I'll be sure to pick those up. uh, See, I never thought Linvala would really go back up or keep her price, so after Pod got banned, I ended up moving mine because I was like, she only sees play in Pod. She's not gonna like she was definitely gonna be an expensive card still, but not as expensive, I didn't think. So it's kind of weird seeing her go back up in price. So, if you guys want to see the list that I'm playing today, I'll post a link in the chat too in just a second. Um, let's see, exclamation deck list. Okay. So yeah, this is what I'm playing with today for a list. We're taking the old Amiria Sun Titan shell and giving it a little bit of spice with the Thopter Foundry combo. The deck is already really grindy, so it felt like one of the decks that wouldn't be too inhibited by having a grindy combo put into it. It essentially just gives it a different way to just end the game, where before it was like straight up, no, you're just gonna grind and grind and grind, which I mean is not bad. But with control decks, you also want to have a way to just end things. Um, so I also added a couple thirsts. I think what I did is I ended up shaving a missionary, a pilgrim's eye, two flicker wisps. Um, I don't recall if there was supposed to be a playset of restos or a trio of verdicts, but I pretty much just like shaved a bunch of stuff and then threw in these extra things. Phantasmal Image is a fun of because you can do some really broken stuff with it sometimes. Like, for instance, when you get on the grinding plan, it gets really gross. I just realized I don't have the artifact that you sack a creature to deal 1 damage in here. I must have forgot to put that back in or something. That's not good. Um, Pilgrim's Eye was just something that was in here before. Wait, are you asking why I shaved one or why it's in here in general? Because I know a lot of people will be like, what on earth are you playing this for? Pilgrim's Eye, like, was in the deck before anyway, as I think a 4 of. Um, I just shaved a couple numbers that didn't seem like they would affect things as much. Like, I don't think you really needed 4 Pilgrim's Eye. Another just like collateral cool thing is that it also brings back Sword of the Meat. So if you like end step Thirst, pitch your sword, untap, play Eye, get back sword, get a land, play land for turn. It's just like stupid value. Yeah, Mortar Pod. Um,
I think in general, it's just like in the deck's concept, it's a really good chump blocker. You get a land which your end result is wanting to grind your opponent out, and your main method of grinding is Emeria. So getting to that 7th planes is really important in the deck. This hand is a little odd, but I can keep it, I think. If we're against an aggro deck, we're in luck because Lone Missionary is OP. Against this deck, it's a little different. They have a lot of flying threats. I like Double Path and Ghost Quarter a lot against Affinity. Steel Overseer is fine. You're going to get your planes in a second here. Yeah, because we're going to want to curve out with the Lone Missionary, as, like, minute of a thing as that is. Yeah, Verdict is so good. Being able to just, like, wipe everything away, and then Amiria is like, I'm just going to build your board back. We do... I think we hide the quarter, maybe. That seems reasonable. For any reason they try to go in on the infect land, I am super happy to have Ghost Quarter to knock that out. It'd be super nice if you could not do that. Be much appreciated. Yeah, Verdict is pretty good in this matchup. I think we just play... What do we play? Lone Missionary beats face. I think we play Wall of Omens here. Realistically, I should have waited to play that Plains. Because if we draw Amiria, we would have rather played that. Oh, wait, no, because we're going to path. I'm crazy. Go to Beattown with the Lone Missionary. We don't care too much that our Wall of Omens gets dead from the Supreme Verdict. Hopefully we can get them to play into this Verdict a little bit more. Because right now, killing 2 Ornithopters is pretty bleh. Come on, play your Ravager. I know you got it. No reason to hide. And this is gonna get wrecked. And they probably already have the only basic in the list, so they'll probably just sack to Ravager. I assume, anyway. Yeah. So, let's see, they can... that doesn't do them any good whatsoever. They have 2 cards left in hand. Realistically, we probably should have just taken that 5 and kept the path in hand, so we have more interaction after we Wrath. But, you know, it's not always how things work out, I guess. We're going to get a free attack in. They should totally sacrifice the Springleaf Drum and then block, but can't always get what you want. Yeah. We're just gonna get this Ravager off the board while we can. They can swing with a 4/1 Blink Moth if they want, or they can try and rebuild. Okay, looks like they're going with the 4/1. Or okay, I see what's happening, I think. So here we play the Lone Missionary and the Ghost Quarter. And who? Also should have played the Foundry, but, you know, not good at this game apparently. Just gonna, tap the needed mana to cast the Lone Missionary instead. Master of Ethereum. You are a big dude. Oh. Interesting. Sun Titan. Save me, Sun Titan. Let's see, 2, 4, 5, 6. I think we're gonna. Let's see, they have 2 mana of any color. I think we're gonna hold the Thopter Foundry. That way we can hold up Ghost Quarter and Resto. Because here we're just gonna block and then Resto it. Which is like Fog plus gain 4. So that seems fine. What are you playing? Oh, okay. That's also fine. Master of Ethereum, you're big, but you still don't scare me yet. I assume he was debating on Gal Blasting? But, yeah, that's what I thought. I feel like you're probably better off Gal Blasting the Resto, but maybe not. Sun Titan? Interesting. Well, that's at least something. Um, let's see, they can actually block and kill Resto, which is a little problematic. So here, I think we just play out the 2 Thopter Foundries. Yeah, I think we leave that back. Our plan is to chump with a Thopter Foundry, basically. Because Resto blocks all these turkeys, which is super helpful. Trying to think, what would be a good draw right now? Reflector Mage would be real spicy. Um, I think we just want Sun Titan at this point, because we're at 20 health still. Also, the combo piece would be great, because then we could just go crazy. Okay, so it looks like they're going to trade the Volt Scourge with the Resto, I'm thinking, because they're probably going to instant speed move the plating. Um, which I'm okay with trading with that, I think. At least for now. So we can't really race it, with it being a 7-2 lifelinker. And they follow up with Edge Champion. That's a little bit of a problem. I would be okay with another verdict here. Okay, we can do that. We can definitely do that. So we're going to take 8 and then gain 3. So we're taking 5, going to 16. Yeah, sorry that your insane board state of Cranioplating plus Etch Champion is not going to be as OP as you had hoped.
So we get, at least in combat, we'll probably get 3 things. If they use this, we'll stick to that. If not, on end step, we'll get a 4th. I don't think they can win through this position, though. Okay. So we can block 3. Hmm. Interesting. So we're gonna kill this blank moth. And that. Interesting that they did not attack with the other. What are they planning on doing? So we take 10, go to 14. Yeah, so actually we're just gonna save this since A, they didn't use this, B, where are they moving? Right. Herder. I always forget about that third line of text. That's fine though. Four, five, six. So we'll effectively go to like 11. Pilgrim's Eye, you're not really gonna help here. Opponent plays Ravager. That makes things a little more interesting. Yep. Just swinging with those two. So let's see. Ravager and cranial plating kind of fight a little bit. I'm not exactly sure on the math here. But we definitely can't block this, so... yeah. Absolutely. We could try to block Master of Ethereum. Let's say 2, 4... 2, 4, 5... No, that's not really anything great. 2, 4, 5, 6. We'll be at 16. I think we actually try to block the master of Ethereum. Right? Yeah, the auto yield function doesn't really work on Sword of the Meek because it enters as a new instance every time. So it erases the previous auto yield command. Interesting. Anyhow, so we bring in Disenchants, Hercule's Recall, don't want the Titans, maybe one. I don't know. Wisp and Pilgrim's Eye seem okay here, mostly because they block flyers. T-Sphere seems good, Path to Exile seems fine. We have a Pilgrim's Eye, maybe? Dispel, Spell Pierce, Blessed Alliance. I'm very curious to see what this Magic Digital Next thing is that they've been working on for so long. I'm hoping it's like a secret project MTGO that's like OP, but hard to say for sure. Um, Spell Pierce, I'm kind of entertaining the idea of bringing in. I don't know though. Countering a cranial plating seems like everything I want in life, but yeah, maybe we shave a thirst. For a Pierce? I don't know if that's good. Eh. Either way, we beat Affinity game 1. Yeah, I like Pilgrim's Eye, I just felt like we could afford shaving one of them. Um, it's a bit of a weird hand. We have a flying blocker, we have a lone missionary, which is literally just 2 mana gain for. We have a ghost core for a non-basic, which will definitely come in handy at some point. Um, the hand seems a little thin though. I don't know if that's really what we want. We do have the ability to flicker Lone Missionary. Chances they die are pretty high, with Galvanic Blast being removal of choice. I think on the draw we can mulligan to a better hand. On the draw with a scry, we can probably find our second land, but the third one is the question. I'm gonna try it. Nope. Probably gonna get super punished for this, and it's gonna be a good time. Uh-oh. Not looking good. Okay, so... Whew. Phew. We need to nail their payout card, because they put 5 cards on the table that don't say much of anything. So they either get a Plating, an Overseer, or a Master of Ethereum. We have 2 points of removal. Ideally, we want to use this on a Plating and this on like a Master or a Ravager or something. Aether Grid. Well, that's a good payout card to tag with the Disenchant. I would be fine with that. Especially where they don't get to use it at all. Third land. Okay, Missionary's decent. Yeah, we just straight up nuke this ASAP. Interesting that they kept Memnites in. Usually those are a shaveable thing. Especially if you're expecting like a lot of tokens or a lot of easy ways to clog up the ground, you shave them for other things, but Thoughtseize. So you either take Verdict here or you take Path. Wow, you folks are going deep. Yeah, overall, like, MTGO definitely has its issues, but it's kind of an insane resource when it comes to testing. I don't have a lot of issues with bugs myself. Um, like, every once in a while there'll be a little hiccup, but really the only things I've experienced are, like, graphical glitches. Like, this card will randomly have a red border and then like the art will be an inversion of the actual color. Those are most of the glitches I experienced, nothing else really. So our opponent has mounted a very thin board here. Yeah, basically. In regards to Crazy Yeti's most recent comment. Okay, so all we need to do is find a third land. Pretty much saving the paths for if they get a cranial plating down, or like some other threat. I can mitigate these little hits of 1 and 2 and whatnot. Sword of the Meek. Eh. I mean, we can play it. At worst, it gets like disenchanted or like wear teared, and then it gets comes back from the Pilgrim's Eye. So yeah, I agree on the trading UI. I've noticed a lot lately that the trading, like, I'll hit submit after the first screen, and it'll just like lock up for a second, and then it's like, oh, okay, that's fine. Like, what? Land? Whoa, that's not a land, buddy. I mean, probably take out some of those lands over there. That might be a good thing to start happening. Maybe. I'm at least going to take out the infect land, because screw that. Hmm. I hadn't thought about the path thing. Yeah. It's been a while since I played Control, so I'm like, what? Yeah, because that'll get me to a blocker. We're going to path this first. And then wait till end step to path this missionary. Hopefully they tap out. I don't want to get Gal blasted in response. That would be very unpleasant. Ah, okay. Go, go, path, go. Yes. Planes. Thank you for the heads up. Ink Moth can get very scary very fast. No. It's also probable that I was paying a little too much attention to the debate here on MTGO's health. So 2, 4, 6. We would fall to 8. So I'm going to block this first. And then next turn, probably block the Scourge and the Blink Moth. Yeah, that's fair. So let's see. Play this. Yes. Get a plans. Play plans. At this point, we'd just be bluffing anything, so I think we actually just suit up. And the next turn, it is Sun Titan into Lone Missionary. Edge Champion, you are a problem. Actually, no, you're not. I have Pilgrim's Eyes. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, path. Awesome. So, yeah, I think it's still the Lone Missionary. The other potential play I could see here is Flooded Stern, Crack, Sun Titan. Actually, wait, can we do... No, we can't. Sun Titan, get back Flooded Strand, leave up mana for Path. But I think we just want to get a little bit out of the burn range here. Also put a giant threat on the table to end this game, hopefully. blocks for those. We're just gonna sit tight. Yeah, Aether Grid is pretty gross. Ghost Quarter. Ghost Quarter is really good. I think we Ghost Quarter, attack with Titan, and then quarter again. I think that's the play. Two, three, four. I mean, attacking doesn't really do anything. If I'm attacking with Sun Titan, that's the only problem. We could attack with Pilgrim's Eye. We are at 12. If he rips a plating, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 plus that is 10, brings us to 2. But if he hits a plating... yeah, I don't know. It's a little sketchy. We do have path, so it would actually bring us to a little less. Missionary is a free attack, and if we get it in the graveyard, then we can start recurring it with Sun Titan. And also having the extra Ghost Quarter is good. We can only block 2 out of these 3. I think we're going in with that. I don't want to attack with the Pilgrim's Eye because if he does hit Cranial Plating, suits up Etch Champion, and then swings with 2 flyers plus Etch Champion, we're in big trouble. Thoughtseize, so in response we're going to path the Signal Pest. Hercule's Recall would be so good right now. We know for a fact that they don't have Galvanic Blast because they definitely would have killed our Sun Titan. Draw a... Ah, okay. So... we just get back our Ghost Quarter, play Thopter Foundry, play Flooded Strand, pass. That seems fine. So... and actually we can attack with more in the air now. We can just go full ham here. Yep. Land. We'll fetch. Get a prairie. Blue, white. Our opponent does not like Thopter Foundry, apparently. Okay. I'm gonna do one last round, and then I'm probably gonna peace out for the day, because I got work today, so really shouldn't go past 12, or I'm looking for trouble. I'm gonna grab some water real quick. Thopter Foundry OP. Yeah, I really like the deck so far. Like, I haven't been able to test it a lot. I just threw it together a while back. And I was like, this is probably a good idea. I don't know. And then, like, didn't touch the deck. So, some lists, I think it's meta dependent. Will run Celestial Colonnades over Ghost Quarters, but I think I like the Ghost Quarters better. Just like against Infect and Affinity, being able to hit their man lands is incredible. You lose some ability to grind, but you gain the ability of land destruction, which, as green-red Ponza in Modern has proven, is very, very useful, especially when you strand a Dredge player on mana and Blood Moon them. But we have no Blood Moon, so that's a little bit of a different thing. Yeah, you got me. I pretty much sold the good ones because they were worth more than these, which were all free. So I was like, yeah, I guess I'll just keep these ones. It is cringe-worthy as ever, but I have more cards this way. That's real. I hadn't really thought about that exact trade-off, but that makes a lot of sense, so. And with the added inevitability of getting back Thopter Sword off from Sun Titan and Emiria into Sun Titan into Thopter Sword again, yeah, the Colonnades seem a little overkill. And honestly, that's fine with me because on MTGO, Colonnades are ridiculously expensive. I want to say they're like 40 right now. I'm not 100% sure. They are... Okay, so they're a little better than I thought they were. They're 23 a pop, but I don't know if I'm down for shelling out like 90 bucks for a set of Colonnades. Ooh, we get the play. I will take it. Good hand is very good. We're gonna lead with Strand into Hollow Fountain. Our opponent has mulliganed to 6. Keep feeding us these aggro decks. I will gladly take them. Opponent mulligans to 5. Ah. Haha, yeah, it's my favorite. Basic Mountain Pass. Are we playing against Burn again? Lone missionary. Well, in case we're playing against Burn, I'm gonna lead with Lone missionary, so they do not have the mana for like Skullcrack or something, which I know there's like two of main, I think, depending on metacall and whatnot, probably. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I was half expecting them to like, oh, this is probably like Boros Prison, which is interesting. I'm still glad I led with Lone Missionary. Oh, okay. I know exactly what's going on now. Allies. Yep. It's an aggro deck, though. I'm fine with this, I think. Especially with Reflector Mages being cray-cray. I've actually played against a couple allies lists, and they are incredibly aggressive on certain draws. Like, you're just like, does it stop? Oh god, the whole time. That is an excellent draw. Want to tangle with my lone missionary, brah? This free blade is gonna get the bouncing of a lifetime. Block with wall. Oh, okay. Am I gonna have to even use my verdict? Seems weird. So we mage here, bounce free blade, swing with missionary. Pew pew. I'm pretty sure this is just allies. Especially if it's also 2-1 in modern leagues. Had to have at least done something. Offering a trade. This can't be real life. Wow. Huh. Tribal cats. Instant bolt. Yeah, that makes sense. I think we lead with wall. See what we can get. Maybe follow up with Sword of the Meek. A little hesitant to show them what's going on, but it's probably okay. Never mind. We are flicker wisping the crap out of another wall. Huzzah! Also gives us a clock. Ah, too good. Boros, Merfolk. Excellent. Ooh, okay. Yeah, we have a clock. Clock is here. Freeblade City. I was gonna say, I feel like the Wisp just auto dies because it's a clock and can trade, but maybe they're just waiting for us to attack. Okay, here's the bolt. It's dead. We did it. I think we're going to probably just leave up the ghost quarter, I guess. Flicker another wall. Wow. We're also going to play this out because we're definitely suiting up the Flicker Wisp next turn and turning this clock to 11. I was going to say, waiting till I'm untapped, given my color, seems a little odd, but eh. I think the pinch on mana for our opponent has really just done them in. I mean, they still have 5 cards, so they could easily turn this game around, but with me having a path, another wall, and a verdict in hand, I find it unlikely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's fine. Well, Sword of the Meek's going on a wall, whatever. Okay. I call your bluff, sir. Ghost Quarter. I think it might be time to cash one of these in. Yeah, it's time to cash one in. Boop. And boop. 1, 2, 3. We have a 6th land in hand, so we can actually cash both in. That's fine. Being an aggro deck, I can't imagine they run a whole lot of basics. See if I can see through. I don't want to accidentally double click and ghost quarter my own ghost quarter. Would not be the first time that's happened to me. Welcome to the chat. Glad you decided to join us. We are having a fun old time here with our Thopter wall combo. Sadly, our opponent has got quite a rough draw, so I don't think that they're having the best time over there. Our opponent is now off from red. We have a 1/6 Wall of Omens. So basically, this is the Emiria Sun Titan list, but with the Thopter Foundry combo thrown into it, and like a couple Thirst for Knowledge to help enable it, like hitting the graveyard. Okay, things are intensifying a little bit here. Just a little. Still can't get through a 1/6, so feeling pretty good about that. There he is. My buddy. Ah. Do they run path? It's gonna be a little sad, but I'm gonna try to go for ultimate greed here. And go Sun Titan into Flicker Wisp, flicker the Sun Titan. It's gonna be full on greed. because then we can just chain it into the other Flicker Wisp. I mean, if they have a path, we get super ruined, but I think we gotta at least try it. Bada bing, bada boom. Ugh. Woof. Woof. This is gonna be great. Goodness. Um, what even do I do with this? uh, oh my god. What even? What are we gonna end with? It's either Reflector Mage or Lone Missionary. I think our life is fine, so I think we're going with Reflector Mage here. Tit 'em out. Yes. Sun Titties is here. Our opponent's probably just like blown away. Like, what do? What exactly do I do? Well, I have. What's the other keyword on this? Honestly, trading benefits me because then I can flicker Sun Titan some more. I'm not blocking this, at least not with a Flicker Wisp. So we're gonna try to block here, and we're gonna block here. Untap into Supreme Verdict. Okay. Red mana, red white mana, so Helix. Helix targeting the one that would kill something, I assume? Still benefits me, but. Ah! So. Kim C497 definitely called the Boros Charm. Still fine with that. Because we can flicker our Titan yet again now. This is just dumb. What even? This is just too much, man. What even? What do? I think it's Reflector Mage this time. Bounce. What we gonna bounce? I cannot get over that. That's too dumb. Um, we're just gonna Ghost Quarter them now, I think. Keep them off from red. Oh, interesting. They chose not to fetch before. I don't understand that, but the perpetually flickering Sun Titan. What on earth? uh, I've never seen, let alone even done that before. Okay, Flicker Wisp, you're dumb. Um, Blessed Alliance seems really good here. Don't know what else. I think we can shave at least one Titan. If not two. They saw Sword of the Meek, so they're probably bringing in that thing. Um, Stony Silence, or maybe Kataki. Kataki would be interesting. Um, I'm gonna shave one of those and shave one of these. And then we're gonna bring in. I mean, Spell Pierce, if they bring in Stony, is good. If they don't, it's still good. So I think I'd rather bring in a one of these instead of Disenchant. Good hand is good. We have walls and we have Lone Missionary. Absolute keep. I think we lead with wall though, because we want to draw into another land more than anything. There's the encampment. I haven't actually tried Rev in this list. Um, it might be good. I'm not 100% sure. Be interesting using Sphinx's Rev as a sideboard card against like Jund or something. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I would take out of the 75 for Sphinx's Rev. I already need to shave one number to put back in the mortar pod that I apparently forgot to add. Thought this deck had been all together for a while now, but I guess not. So these two are looking to get super swole. We have no response. I think we still play Wall of Omens because Lone Missionary isn't really going to trade with anything. So let's just put up our walls here. Okay, so we found the combo. We just need to find blue mana, which we can do next turn. And then we can go off. Yeah, I don't know if we do need it or not. I mean, I'm definitely up for trying it, no doubt. Um, but the deck grinds really well once it gets a Myria online. I haven't actually seen a Myria this entire league so far. I'm a little surprised about that. Oh, this is some massive damage coming my way. Definitely F6 here. Hmm. 10 coming across. We can block with a wall. Yeah, I think we just block one of these turkeys with wall. Take 6. Ew. Interesting that they didn't go for the extra 2 points of damage off from the battle slinger. Singer, rather. Okay, so we definitely need a log. Holy crap. How much are we even facing? They have 2 cards in hand. Let's see. 8. We'll block 1. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 most likely. We may have to play missionary. I'm assuming 10 because I'm assuming they have another ally in hand. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for the counter on Freeblade. If they have 2, we're super dead. If they have ally plus bolt, we're also dead. So I think I'd rather try to draw into a land naturally and gain 4 to get us out of the super scary range. Okay. We definitely need some removal here. Land off the top will get us into Wall of Omens plus Lone Missionary. Let's see, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We would go to 5. They could give one of their bigger dudes double strike and we die. If they play another ally, we might also die. So that would be plus 5. Yeah, another ally and we die. Actually, if they just bolt the missionary, we're also dead. Helix. Yeah, because that's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Wah wah. No dice. So we definitely needed more removal that game. I don't know what my neighbors are doing upstairs. They're crazy. Let's see. It's possible we take out we brand dispels. At the same time, the problem last time was that we didn't have blue mana. 2, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 11 sources of blue mana here. So don't want to take out another Sun Titan. Card was amazing last time, and that was hilarious being able to repeatedly blink it. But
No, when I come back later, I'll bring a screwdriver, take that hand.
let's see. These can fight the burn spells too. I'll take this out, I guess. Okay, this hand seems pretty solid. We actually have some removal this time, which is super needed in this matchup. We'll lead with Fountain and Pass. We're also going to lead with Wall. Yeah, I was actually looking to put a third verdict in the board instead of the Spell Pierce, but I didn't have one, so we kind of free-ranged it. Ah, hello. I will keep you right there, nice and safe, tucked away, far from any Thoughtseize. And we have the manas for it. Okay. Ideally, if we could curve into holding up the spell plus play Lone Missionary next turn, that would be great. And then the following turn, we could hold up Blessed Alliance with Escalate cost. Agreed. Expedition damage plus bolt to kill Ball. I would be fine with this. Why didn't I shave my thirst? I feel like those are something that could be cut before some of the other things I did cut. Or did I cut my thirst? I don't even know at this point. Just playing card draw against a deck like this seems super sketchy. And kind of hoping they just flood the board so we can make the best use of the Supreme Verdict. Like the 2-drop guy into a 1-drop or something. Hardcast Bushwhacker. Interesting. I think because we have Blessed Alliance, we can actually just take the damage. Perhaps. Get a better idea of what's going on across the board from us. Because if they go super crazy this next turn, we have removal, we have dispel. I just want to make the most of the verdict, so... Okay, here's where things start getting a little more interesting. Oh, wait a minute. That is an ally as well. And that is pretty gross. So they have 8 damage on board now. And they're holding up mana. So they could Boris Charm, giving something double strike, which I guess I'm not too worried about. Cast with Escalate. Come on. Target player gains 4 life. Hmm. Yeah, chat was probably right there. I don't think I'm 100% comfortable yet with the amount of life we can give up. Like, I know it's there, but it's still, like, an uncomfortable thing for me. So I'm not used to having access to stuff like that. Being on, like, red-green a lot of the times, like, do I draw Baloth? Oh, I didn't. Okay. 4 damage to target player. Main phase. Interesting. Gross. How much exactly is this going to be? Quite a bit, I am afraid. 7, 8, 9, 10. That would bring us to 5. I'm not exactly comfortable being in that range. So I think we're going to use some of our resources here. Probably going to path this guy. I have 2 cards afterwards. Take 6, go to 9. 9 I'm a little more comfortable with. But we also have to have a non-land top deck. So well, that was not what we were looking for. That's fair. We have found some trouble here. Okay. They are showing us what they got. Their guys don't have haste, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we're taking this opportunity to nuke that ally encampment, because getting multiple ETB triggers is kind of scary. Okay, so we need action stat. I don't know, this is the first time we've really, like, gone all in on lands. Okay. Interesting. We definitely main phase here. So I think we bin the islands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if we draw a Myria, we will have that available. And then we Flicker Wisp the Prairie Stream, I guess.
And leave up Spell Pierce. So discard, discard. Play that tapped. No. White, white, white. I would much rather have Dispel in the scenario, but I mean, at least we draw actual cards instead of more lands. Yeah, Verdict would have been gross. Okay, so we go to 1 here. We still got a chance. Survey says...
Our deck is apparently trolling the opponent. So we need them to draw land, basically. Because we can at least trade with the Fire Mantle Mage this way. If they draw removal, we're dead. If they draw an ally, we're dead. And that also does it. Right? There's no way to get around that. We go to 2. We can't block either dude. Yep. Sad day. What were we gonna draw? Oh, another land. So, yeah. That and that wouldn't have done anything. Resto depends on if they were pro a certain color or had menace or not. We had some pretty rocky draws coming up, so meh. That first game was so one-sided, I was a little lax, I think, in the way I approached the second and third game. Maybe not the second one, but the third one. I don't know. Hard to say. Anyway, sadly, I will have to. What's the blue-white land? Yeah, Moreland Haunt. Moreland Haunt's really good, but doesn't really synergize too much with what we're trying to do, sadly. Um, but yeah, I gotta peace out for now. Gotta get ready for work. So if you enjoyed what you saw today, feel free to follow me here on Twitch. If you want to get updates from me to know if I have to like cancel a day or something because something crazy came up, you can feel free to check me out on Twitter at Severed Affect, affect with an A, not an E. Um, I'll do random updates and stuff if something comes up. Otherwise, I'm just like posting general MTG information. So if you want to just check that out anyway, feel free to follow me. So for now, I will see everyone later. I hope you all have a good day.